All right, so DC writes in wondering why I like the G fund over the F fund. My disdain for bonds, generally speaking. Come on, let's go sit down here. He says the G fund just hasn't done anything. The F fund at least is paying a little bit more. Well, first and foremost, the reason I don't like bonds is because there's no one. You're not. If the point about investing is return on principal, the bonds aren't doing that. That's just all there is to it. If it's a return of principal, the safety, well, the G fund is where you want to go. So you got to figure out, am I trying to get return on principal or return of principal? Because you really aren't having both in this day and age with the yields on bonds so low. You're just not. And I know people say, but the bond funds historically, those days are long gone, man. Historical bond funds are big fat nothing burger anymore. So return on principal, the G fund is your best bet because the G fund is literally guaranteed. The special rules of the TSP. Return on principal, I want to get some growth, you have to be stocks. So I don't know if DC's, I don't know what his stage of life is. Is he retired? Is he young? I don't know. But if he's retired, having some bonds makes sense just as a way to give you reprieve from the market, the barbell approach. But it's not bonds that make sense, mind you, because the F fund, well, I don't know about the F, but I know corporate bonds got smoked in 2008 just like the regular bonds did, or just like the stocks did. And if memory serves, I can't remember what happened in the latter part of 2018. I don't remember. But anyway, I do know the corporate bonds did lose money in 2008, where the Ginnie Mae did not. Government bond funds actually did quite well. So with that said, if we're retired, we don't want risk, a la corporate bonds, on top of our stocks. We want safety so we can draw money out of a portfolio if we have stocks and bonds in it. And the bonds should be something that's safe, that doesn't have a loss potential like corporate bonds do. And so if you're young though, why are you having any bonds, man? You don't have bonds, what's the point? Now you obviously you're going to want some cash on the side. Well, put some cash on the side then, for sure. 3 months to 6 months living expenses or something like that. But remember, it's always about growth. Return on principal or return of principal. Think about those two things. If you think about it like that, what gives you the best return on principal? Stocks. What gives you the best return of principal is G fund. Hope that helps. See ya.